Welcome back, hockey fans, to week 3 of our Stiga NHL hockey highlights. And we're starting off in Boston, where the Bruins are hosting the Sharks. Both teams coming off two very different results in week 1. But it's the Sharks who are applying the early pressure. Have a look at Carlson's outlet pass here to Meyer. He rings one off the post. And then his rebound shot almost gets past blocker side on Swayman. Not long after, McAvoy rings one off both posts after a cheap giveaway by Meyer. You could say James Reimer got a little lucky with that one off both posts, but this next one, a great positional save off Grizzlick's long shot. And the Bruins now starting to get a taste for it. Pasternak hitting Reimer's pads. He's coming off a 4-goal night against Carolina last week. And not long after, just watch how he teams up here with Bergeron. The centering pass, Bergeron off the inside post. Now Reimer might have had his post to thank for that, but his teammates can thank him following these next couple of saves. First off Bouchon, then off Bergeron, point blank. But it just gets better from Reimer. He makes 2 big saves off Bergeron. And the second one, he just pushes onto the post and out. But it was the Sharks that finished the first period the strongest. Swayman having to come up with 2 big saves. First off LeBlanc, then Hurdle. Early second period and Boston are right back at it. Wagner with a shot for the right-hand boards. Then teams up with Foligno for a point-back save from Reimer, keeping it at 0-0. The Sharks pushing hard in the second period, desperate for their first win. Meyer and Couture teaming up. Meyer gets a puck back, rings one off the post. But just watch how quickly things can change. Meyer gets a puck on the right-hand boards. Good save from Swayman. Now the puck gets pushed forward up to Wagner on his right-hand boards. He swings and shoots, beating Reimer. 1-0 Bruins. Let's have a close look here. You can see Reimer has to move to his left quickly to try and make up for some poor positioning from the get-go. Not long after, a Carlson giveaway gives Brad Marchand the opportunity to set up McAvoy for the one-timer. You could probably say Reimer wasn't expecting that pass from Carlson to go across ice, but it certainly leaves his right post exposed. McAvoy making no mistakes. 2-0 going into the second intermission. Boston looking to extend its lead in the third period, but Reimer's holding steady in goals, keeping it close, keeping the Sharks in it. Stonewalling Pasternak a couple of times, and then Meyer's unlucky, wrapping one off the post. Could have easily been 2-1. Bit of luck for the Sharks here as Pasternak finally beats Reimer, but hits the post himself. Sharks keep pushing. LeBlanc this time chips one off the defender's stick into the post. But Sharks fans, don't be too disappointed. I know you still haven't scored a goal this season, but they fought hard to the end. Never easy going to Boston and trying to come up with the bickies. But all credit must go to Swayman. Consecutive shutouts to start the season. Let's head out to desert country with 2 teams searching for their first win. And with 2 great saves from the goaltenders early, you wouldn't have thought this one would have opened up. First Anderson from the Keller shot, and then Vermelka point blank off Aho. Soon after though, the Coyotes get the first goal of the game. Nick Ritchie swings one over to Keller. He works in tandem with Schmaltz, who finishes strongly behind Freddie. Looking closely though, it was a block from Moser that provides the assist for Schmaltz, and then Freddie gets a little bit unlucky. He moved a bit too early, rings off the post, comes back off him, and back in the goal. Freddie under siege, as Keller and Ritchie play give and go across the ice once, twice, before Keller's shot hits the post. But it's amazing how chances at one end can soon be turned to chances at the other. Have a look at Brent Burns' shot. That's a great positional save from Vermelka. But it's a newly acquired Burns again, who hits a slap shot, gets in behind Vermelka, but not the crossbar. But you can't keep a good man down, and Burns pounces on a loose puck here. Third time lucky, the slap shot past Vermelka. It's 1-1. The long-time Shark, using the adage, just when you think you've shot enough, shoot some more. He gets his first goal for his new club, and definitely some weight off his shoulders. The Hurricanes almost take the lead early in the second period after Stahl's wrist shot is only stopped by the post. A missed opportunity for the Canes, and they'll be ruining it too, as a soft Slaven giveaway gives Schmaltz the opportunity to make it 2-0, and he does. Just watch the patience from Nick Schmaltz. Freddie's in good position here. He's not giving much on that blocker side, but Schmaltz just finds enough, brings it in off the post. It's 2-1 Coyotes. If not for a little bit of luck and some free Bruins, this could have easily been 3-1. First, Schmaltz looking for the hat, he hits one off the post. Chicken with a long shot. Freddie, great save. Have a look at this last save of Schmaltz. He's going to wonder what he's going to have to do to get his hat-trick. Freddie, onto the post. 2-1 going into the third. It's amazing what great goaltending can do for your team. Only down 2-1. Have a look at Svechnikov here, teaming up with Aho. That is a great goal. Let's have a close look though. Chicken probably doing everything wrong. Screwing the goalie, not taking the passing lane, but a great one-timer from Aho, leaving Vermelka with no chance. And in the blink of an eye, the Hurricanes take the lead. Watch Pacioretty, dirty work down the boards, gets it back to Stahl, he finishes strongly. Have a close look here. Vermelka probably out of position again, a little bit too slow to react, and Stahl finds a net. It's 3-2 Hurricanes, a new leader. Coyotes chasing the game now. This time Bugstad, denied by Freddie Anderson. Still 3-2, time ticking down. When you're out of ideas, the best idea is just to throw the puck on the net. And that's what Fisher does here. In the final seconds, he gets some luck. Freddie's got the near post covered, but hasn't counted on his defenseman just loitering around the back of the net. And you can see here as the Fisher shot comes in, Shea's left in no man's land, and that puck ricochets off his skate in behind Freddie. We are going to overtime for the first time this season. An early shot by Teravina from the left-hand boards is swept away from Vermelka, and from this point on, the Coyotes virtually owned overtime. Just have a look at the sustained pressure here from the Coyotes. First a shot from Keller from the right boards. Schmaltz with a near miss. Keller gets the puck back again on the right-hand boards. He shoots. Great save from Freddie off point blank from Schmaltz. But persistence pays off. Keller with the final shot of the game. Gets it past Freddie. But look, Freddie's got to be a little unlucky here. He's played a terrific game. Comes off both posts. As he reaches back to try and sweep it free, he knocks it into his own net. Overtime win for the Coyotes. 4-3. First win of the season for them. Calgary and Nashville to wrap up this week's highlights. And this one was full of entertainment right from the puck drop. Watch Toffoli hit the post, beat Saros, and look at this puck roll. It almost goes in his own net. Not long after, Ercom doesn't deal with the puck twice. It ends up landing on Backlund's stick, and he makes it 1-0. Some fortune from the Flames as that puck ricochets off the board straight into Backlund's stick. But you could say Saros out of position, perhaps a nervous start from the netminder. Could have been worse though. Good save from Saros to get his confidence back, and then a shot off the post keeps it at 1-0 going into the second period. Second period was all about goaltending. Right from the face-off, Flames get lucky with a shot from ground off the post, but from here on in, just watch the goaltenders go to work. Another save here from Markstrom. Puck gets forward, switched around the right-hand boards, and then Saros comes into action here. Shot from Toffoli, great save from Saros. Now here's great work from our camera crew. Johansson, front and centre. Markstrom, covering all angles. All he can do is hit the post. Forsberg and Niederreiter played a bit of give and go around the back of the goals. It only leads to a chance for Zadorov here as he picks up the loose puck. He takes a long shot. Goal's open, but all he can do is hit the post. Now watch the work of our camera crew. They get you right in position to see the shot from Toffoli. Saros with a great save. And not to be denied, Markstrom at the other end. Granlund front and centre. Perfect opportunity. Markstrom squares up. Great save. Keeps it at 1-0. And now the puck flings around back to Toffoli again. It's Saros again with another great save. As I said earlier, the second period was all about the goaltending. Saros with a couple more saves here to finish it off, leaving it at 1-0 and keeping it close. Third period and the Predators ramp it up right from the get-go, looking for the equaliser. Johansson gets a chance early, but hits the post. And not long after, Jeannot swings one Granlund's way, only to be saved by Markstrom. Tanev's shot from distance hits the post. How is it still 1-0? And soon after, more drama, as Dubé's shot comes off the post. Only to be followed up by the Predators' Johansson. I think he hits the post for his third time. That's a hat-trick. Not the hat-trick you want, but a hat-trick nonetheless. But something had to give, and finally someone did. Captain Yossi from the Predators. He intercepts a pass from Toffoli and finds the back of the net. Let's have a close look. He anticipates this pass, perfectly times it, hits it first time. Markstrom left with no chance. It's now 1-1, everything that the Predators deserved. And it's now the Predators applying the blowtorch. Here we got Tolvin on the right wing. He takes one shot. Markstrom saves it. Gets the puck back. Keeps pushing hard here. Looking for another shot. Markstrom with another save. But for all the good work getting back into this one, the Predators give the puck away cheaply and Backlund makes them pay. The last shot of the game. Flames lucky to get away with this one. Predators will be thinking that was the one that got away. 2-1 final score. Now let's have a look at the league table. You can see, after all teams playing 2 games, Luke's teams dominating early, with Boston, Florida and Calgary all 2 from 2, only separated by goal difference. Still early in the season, but Lexi and Chris are going to want to lift their game if they've got any plans on catching Luke. Join us next time for week 4 of our highlights package, where we'll see if Carolina and San Jose can pick up their first wins. Until then, remember, if you don't shoot, you don't score.